Hey, hello, good morning, everybody. This is Guangmian Kung. I'm the Integrations and Partnerships Lead at Kleros, and this is a re-recording of the community call update that we did 2 days ago on the 7th of December. So in this presentation, I'm going to give you an update of what happened on the integrations front within the Kleros Cooperative, and also what we will be focusing on in the next year in 2023. So some of you might have seen this link in the course of the year. We now have an ecosystem page showing all the partners that we are partnering with across the different industries. And for those of you who have been following us, you might have remembered that at the start of the year, we only had about 30 partners who are committed to integrations with Kleros. And since then, we have hit around 60 by July and now around 110 by November. And this is already exceeding the goal that we have set for ourselves in the middle of this year. So for today, we're going to talk about briefly talk about where we came from, which is what you mainly see in this diagram here, where we are now, and also where we are going according to what the data is pointing us towards. Before I dive into the analysis, it's useful for me to go through some of the terms that we use within the cooperative. And so for each of the prospects that come onto our radar, we track them using the following statuses. The first status is a new lead. That basically means we are aware of this new project or DApp, and we commit to basically following up on this lead. Once we reach out to them and they have responded to us, we promote this to first contact made, followed by perhaps a discussion, and then we'll be basically waiting for them to tell us whether they want to proceed with the integration or not. If the response is positive, we'll go on to discussing the scope of the integration, followed by hopefully right away the integration process with the partner, and finally hopefully crossing the finish line to complete it. And of course, the majority of the discussions are not approached at the right time, or perhaps the partners are not so suitable for us, and those basically end up in parked, which means that the lead has there is no point in following up on this lead in the next 6 months. Okay. Today, I'm going to focus on 4 main tags that we give to these leads, which can give you very valuable insights into how the cooperative is doing. So on the left side, you see basically the lead type and industry. The lead type indicates how the lead came to us. Was this an inbound lead that basically reached out to the cooperative, or was it an outbound lead which we reached out to at an event or perhaps online? The second thing is the industry. The industry is basically what they're focusing on. Are they building Oracle solutions? Are they building decentralized ID solutions? Is it DeFi? Is it insurance protocol? That's basically what we call the industry. And that is different from what the product use is. So the product use is basically what we prescribe to the projects after understanding and hearing about the challenges they are facing. And the products would be, the products that you know so well within the Kleros ecosystem, like Curate, Proof of Humanity, the Reality.eth Oracle, perhaps the court itself, or perhaps other products that we are developing like Suzy for content moderation. Lastly, we have the status, which is what we explained in the previous slide. This is talking about the new leads, whether it's a new lead, whether it's parked, whether it's progressing, and it's something that we track internally. In the course of the past 8 to 10 months, we have been tracking more than 300 different prospects and leads. And the majority of them are outbound leads, which are basically what we call cold calls. We are reaching out to them through email, Twitter, Telegram, Discord, and basically outbound. The next biggest category are inbound leads through the cooperative members. These are basically ideas or introductions from the people within the 20-odd team members within the Kleros Cooperative. And there are the inbound leads that come through our social media and email channels. If you are texting us on Telegram or Discord saying that, hey, you're interested in having an integration with us, this is basically the category that your integration is logged as. Then outbound at events, these are the people and products that we reach out to at conferences. Whereas we reach out to their booth, maybe we met them at a side event. And the last category is inbound leads at events. And these are people who have approached our booth or came to our side events, or perhaps about incubator projects. So how do these kind of leads perform relative to each other? This is a visualization of the same set of data in 2 different ways. So the first is the Sankey diagram showing you how the the different leads flow towards the different statuses. And you will see that outbound leads have, expected generally a rather low percentage of success. And that is expected because, when you reach out to an organization, it is unclear whether you're reaching out to them at the right time, or perhaps there are organizational things going on that you're not aware of that can basically hinder the integration process. Yeah. But the good news is the highest category of highest converting leads that come into us as a BD team are the ones that come into the cooperative. And by extension, I would say that anybody who knows the product of Kleros well and makes a referral to us, the leads that you bring to us are probably having the highest chances of success as an integration prospect. It's interesting to also look at industries. So what are actually the industries tackled and approached by the Kleros cooperative in the past year? We have traditionally have a high number of marketplaces reaching out to us, as Kleros has always been known as the default solution for marketplace arbitration. Basically, the Alice and Bob analogy. But this year we have been making a huge push into identity management. So basically, reputation systems, passport solutions, identity management platforms, soulbound token badges, credentials platforms. All those fall under identity management. And then after that, you have insurance, you have DAO tooling, which is also very related to reputation systems, wallets, and the whole list on the right side that you see over there. Yeah, identity management has done incredibly well. We have managed to speak to over 50 of them. And I think about 1/3 of them have converted into committed integrations. They are either in the process of integrating or has actually completed incorporating proof of humanity or another project of Kleros into their stack. Marketplaces, we didn't have to make a lot of outbound efforts there. It is mostly organic inbound outreach to us. And we have a list of about 7 to 8 industries which have a rather high rate of conversion, but we are still finding the time and resources to properly focus on them. And this is basically where we'll be focusing on in the next year. When it comes to the usage of products, a lot of the projects initially come to us wanting and proposing to use the court as their as the product use, meaning an integration as an arbitrable against the arbitrator that Kleros court is. But as you can see in the data here, proof of humanity is actually the highest converting product, meaning conversations that start with proof of humanity, they tend to have a very high rate of completing the integration. While for courts, there is a lot of integrations that are committed to using us, but they are not necessarily being able to complete the integration with a short amount of time, if ever. Yeah, so the challenge for us is to find ways to try to accelerate this process for them. Curate is doing pretty well. The address tag registry, the tokens list, those are all curation use cases. And that's doing pretty well too. And Oracle, relatively high rate of success. And it is also very promising for us to put more effort into prospecting in that area, to try to use this to solve more problems for more industries. So to give a recap, this year we have been able to more than triple the number of committed partners that we started the year with, which is an excellent result according, which we think there's an excellent result. Yeah. And we have a lot of referrals introductions by the community and the cooperative members. This is by far the most successful way for us to gain new partnerships, and we would love to have more of these coming in. Yeah, and several industries have been showing a lot of promise, and we'll be focusing on this in the next year. And these industries are DAO governance tools, prediction markets and betting platforms, wallets and explorers for the address tags and tokens registries. And there are a few areas where we are still trying to find the right permutation of Kleros tools and products to serve, but we are very close to finding the right product market fit. And these include NFT use cases, real asset tokenization, which indirectly uses a lot of NFTs in the background, and of course under collateralized lending. Yeah. So one more time, it is we greatly appreciate any leads and help when it comes to reaching new partners. A warm introduction by any one of you is invaluable. So yeah, just ping us at any of our social media channels to get in touch. Yeah, so hopefully this has provided you with a pretty good overview of what we have been doing this year and where we'll be focusing on in 2023. This is my Telegram. If you're watching this on the desktop, this is my Telegram QR code. Yeah, thank you for your time today. Get in touch and we would love to hear from you. Have a good day.